You're looking at a driver swing that goes over 125 miles an hour of driver clubhead speed. The ball just rockets through the air. We're going to look at the hip action that drives such an athletic sequence, and I'm with Dr. Tyler Standifird, Professor of Biomechanics at Utah Valley University. So just pre-swing, Tyler, what do you see here?
Again, kind of working that same feel that we saw before, where he's really trying to work on that trail hip internally rotating while the lead is externally rotating. I love kind of looking, I think you see a little bit better kind of those knees and the fact that he's not just allowing them to fall over himself or move with the rest of the body. He's really creating a nice like torque, a nice stable base during that backswing.
And that's a feeling that he's trying to, get, right? I mean, Nate's really good golfer, right? Very low handicap. All right, so here we go on the backswing from this angle. What do we see with the hips here?
Again, and now you're starting to, again, he just continues that nice internal rotation. He's getting in that extended position, and now he's going to initiate the downswing. We're going to see a little flexion, and then he's very quick into extension, which you can be with a driver because you get the ball up on the tee, and we want those really high positive angles of attack. I love this when you see him through here, where you can really see his arms moving down as his pelvis and hips are kind of moving up into that extension. That's that really athletic position because he wants to maybe bottom out a little behind and then explode up into the ball. A little bit different with the driver, that's why that's occurring so much earlier.
So look at that right arm. We've got a lot of bend in the right elbow here, and as the hips are extending, the right arm is straightening, and the combination of those two just brings you to it. You can see it's just a beautiful, he hits about a 3-8, I think he was telling me on this hole is about 380-yard drive.
Yeah, that's just such a good motion. And what I love there is he's not having to save the swing just by flipping the wrists at it. He can kind of extend that trail elbow because he's in such a good position from the way he's utilized his hips that he can deliver that club right to the ball.
And as you finish here, you see there's just tremendous internal rotation of the lead leg, external rotation of the trail leg, hips fully extended, right, and it allows that trunk to get way left of the target there. You see the he's got that ground force on the outside of the lead foot that's supporting that, the left hip rotating that way to its internal extension.
I love watching the lead foot of golfers who use the ground really well, because if you go towards them kind of finishing off that swing, you'll notice that foot lift off the ground just a little bit and kind of actually then have that effect of where it rotates. So you notice it right there kind of come off the ground a little bit, open up a little bit, and that's just because he's created so much good torque there with that foot that he can come up, and that's the sign of a player who's really utilizing the ground well to get those hips into the proper position so that he can deliver the club powerfully through impact.
So don't fear hip extension, just get it done on the right angle, and it requires the cooperation of internal and external rotation of the hip sockets. So we go some extension, some flexion, and then explode through extension, especially with the driver. Click on the iCard that you see, and it'll take you to our premium website that has an entire library of premium content to help you swing like this.